Hello, family. Welcome to another wonderful lesson with Idealnovate Learning Data Analysis. Right here with you is Mr. Favor Francis, and in this lesson today, I'm going to be showing you how to export your Power BI visualize data dashboard. Right, so for those of you that want to be able to export your Power BI visualize dashboard, I'm going to be showing you how to do this step by step. Now, but before we do this, I'm still going to be showing you some other things. I'm going to show you how to apply themes on your dashboard, how to apply nice and incredible things that is going to make your visuals to look very attractive, very appealing. And I'm also going to show you how to put borders around your individual charts, around your individual visual chart. So the three things I'm going to show you in this lesson: number one, how to apply themes to your visuals, to your entire visuals. Number two, how to apply borders to individual charts on your visuals, on your visualized dashboard. And three, I'm going to show you how to export your entire visual data on your dashboard, how to export it as a PDF for those of you that are in the live training, for you to submit as your project, right? So you're going to be submitting as your project. So follow me. Let's get right into this right now. Okay, this is my visuals. For those of you that were part of the live section, I want to believe that you did this during the live section, and based on the project that was given, the project is for you to go back to the live section video you had with your instructor, watch the video, and make sure you practice exactly what was done in that live section. Is that okay? And when you practice it, you're gonna get to this place. You're gonna have a visualization like this. You're going to have a visual dashboard like this. Is that okay? Now, once you have the visual dashboard like this, you now want to go ahead and follow this video, follow this lesson, in order for you to know how to apply themes, how to apply borders, and how to also export this visualization, this visual dashboard, so that you can submit as your project. Is that okay? So in order for you to apply themes, you can see I already have a theme applied on mine, but let me show you. Remember ABC technique right here at Idealnovate. So what is your step A? You're going to go to the menu bar at the top. You look at the top of your screen, you see the menu bar where you have the file, the home, the insert, the modeling, the view, the optimize, and the help. So you're going to go to the view, and once you get to the view, you see this wonderful option here, this tool here saying themes. Are you seeing it? You can see the themes tool. You can click on the themes, and then you can choose the theme you want. I love this very great theme, but you can decide to choose some other wonderful options that are available here. You can see me navigating around, you can see me navigating and choosing different themes. Is that okay? So choose the theme that you feel is best for you. Is that okay? You can choose whatever theme. If you like the dark version of your theme, you can go ahead and choose your theme. But I just like this. I like the simple theme right here, so I'm just going to go ahead to choose this simple theme right here. So do yours. Make sure you choose your preferred theme. Now once you're done, it's very important that you apply borders to your individual charts in order to demarcate the chart from one another. So how are you going to apply this border? So let's start from the first chart, which is the count of gender by gender. So I'm going to click on this first chart right here that we did with a donut chart. We did this chart using a donut chart. Okay, so I'm gonna click right here on this chart. Is that okay? And then I will go over to my right hand side. Come on, walk with me, walk with me, walk with me. I will go over to my right hand side where you're gonna see the visualization panel. You see this big panel where my mouse cursor is hovering. It's called the visualization panel, where you have all your charts or your different charts and different visualization options, right? So I'm going to come from this first icon right here, just beneath the name build visuals. You can see a first icon here, and you can see the second icon that says format your visuals. So when you take your mouse cursor and you hover on the second icon that says format your visuals, please follow my mouse cursor. Look at where my mouse cursor is dangling around. So you see that particular icon, you click on that icon. Are you walking with me? You click on that icon. That is the first step. First step, step A, you go to your visual panel, right? Step A in applying borders to your chart. You go to your visual panel, click on the what? Click on the icon or navigate to the icon that says format your visual. And once you're there, you're going to see this option that says visual. You're going to see general. You're going to see visual, you're going to see general. You're going to see two options, two navigation tabs. The first one says visual, the second one says general. So I'm going to select the one that says general. Now, the moment I get to the one that says general, I'm going to what? See the effect. So you see this option that says effect. Are you seeing it? You see this option that says effect. Are you seeing it? Effect. So I'm going to click on that little arrow, that little angle that gives us the opportunity to what? To open up that particular option to show more things that categorized or that are categorized inside that effect what option. So I'll click on it and you see the more things. You see this option that says background. You scroll down and now you see the option that says visual. You see the option that says virtual border. Are you seeing it? Virtual border. You're seeing it, virtual border. Are you seeing it? You can see that it is currently off. So you can toggle the button to turn it on. So you toggle the button, just click on the button to turn it on, and then you can click on the drop down. So the moment you click on the drop down, you can see that now you can now apply your border. Are you seeing it? So you want to increase the width of your border from 1 pixel to 2 pixel to make it thicker, and then you can go ahead and choose the color that you think that fits the border you're trying to create. You can click on the color, you choose whatever color that you think fits the border, and once you're done, that is all. Once you're done with creating or giving the border to that particular chart. So you continue the same process for the entire chart. So let me just do that for the rest of the chart. So I'll click on this next chart that say count of names by group. I'll click on this chart, do the same process, go through the same process again. I will go to the visualization panel, select the format visual icon, go to the general tab, go to the effect under the general. Are you seeing it? And then when I go to the effect, I will select the visual border. The visual border. I will make sure I enable that option, visual border. So I click on it. You see that it is off on default. So I'll click to enable it, increase the width. I just want 2 pixel. But if you need yours to be more than 2 pixel, the width is how thick you want your border to be, how thick you want your border to be. So I just want my border to be like 2 pixels. So select 2 pixels and then I'll give it a color I wish. I'll give it a color. I just want a light shade of gray for me based on the theme I'm using. But for you, if you're using some other theme, you're going to give the border color based on the theme so that you can have a very nice and attractive visual. Is that okay? Visual chart. Is that okay? So I've done that for that. So let me do for my last one. So I'm going to do for the average of total grade by group, right? I'll click on this chart, follow the same process, go to the visualization panel, toggle from the visual to the general tab. You make sure you're on the general tab, you click on it, and then you find your effects option. You click on the effect option to get a drop down where you can see other options inside of it, right? And you select the visual border. Make sure you enable it. It is off by default. You enable the visual border, and then you can go ahead now and increase the width of your border. I don't want 1 pixel. 1 pixels look too tiny, too thin for me. I'm going to select 2 pixels. 2 pixels looks very fine. And then the color, I'm going to select a lighter shade of gray. So I want a lighter shade of gray. And now, once I'm done, I have this. If I click on an empty space, just find an empty space right here and click, you can see that all your charts are really, really demarcated. They are looking nice and more presentable. Is that okay? Now, once you're done with this, we have applied the theme that we want, and we have also applied the border to demarcate our chart. So the next thing is to go ahead and save so that you can export your work as a PDF. So how do you save? You just very simple, very easy. If you've saved your work before, you can just go ahead to export. But if you've not saved your work before, just like mine, you can see untitled here. How do you know if you've saved your work or you haven't saved your work before? Is to come to the top, the title bar. You can see the title bar where you have the search and the sign in and other wonderful things. You're gonna see your name, you're gonna see the name of your Power BI file. So if you still have untitled, it means you haven't saved yours. But if you have a name here already, it means you have saved yours. So I'm just going to go to my file to save because I haven't saved mine. So I'll go to my file, select save as. Save as. You can, if you have not saved before, you can go ahead and click just save and start saving. Or if you have not, if you have saved before and you want to save it again, you can go ahead and select save as. So when you select save as, you select where you want it to be saved to. So this place, you can choose to save it on your cloud, your OneDrive cloud storage, or you can go to your local PC, right, and save. So I want to save mine on my local PC. So I'll select browse this device. So I'll click on browse this device. It's going to open my PC Explorer, and I'll just select the downloads. I just want to save it on downloads. So I'll select the downloads, and then I'll click the name. I'll type the name. So I'll call this Idealnovate, because of this file is an Idealnovate file. So I'll call this Idealnovate student visual. So this is student visualization. So I'll just call it the name of the data, and then I'll click save. Now the moment I'm done saving this, so I've clicked on save. Now if I go back to the title bar, you can see that I have the name now. I now have Idealnovate student visualization, unlike before that I had untitled. Is that okay? Are you getting this? Okay, so now we have saved. Let's go ahead and export as a PDF. Is that okay? So to export as a PDF, you click on file, and when you click on file, you see this option that says export. Step A, click on file. Step B, select the option that says export, export, and then you click on the export, and you can see this big button here that says export to PDF, export to PDF, export to PDF, export to PDF. So you click on the export to PDF, and it will start generating your PDF export for you. Are you seeing it? Now, this is your PDF export. So it has exported to PDF, and it has generated your PDF export for you. Now, you can go ahead with this PDF export. You can go ahead and save the exported PDF. Is that okay? You can go ahead, save the exported PDF to your local storage, right? Or you can go ahead and download the exported PDF. It all depends on what is your PDF reader or which application or software are you using as a PDF reader on your device? So if you're using an Adobe software, go ahead and save. If you're using a browser, just like mine, like it opened on a browser for me because of a browser is the default PDF reader on this device. So you can go ahead and save. So if I want to save this PDF file, I can just go ahead, click here on file, and when I click on the settings option, you see the settings option over here, the three dot. This one is from my browser. This browser is a Microsoft Edge browser, so you can do the same for a Chrome browser, a Mozilla browser, or even if you're using a PDF reader like the Adobe reader or whatever reader you're doing, just find the save option around that reader and save. So I'll go to print. So now I'm in this settings, I'll go to print. So click on print in order for me to be able to save this as a PDF file. So you see Microsoft Print to PDF, landscape, portrait. I'll just change it to portrait. Good, or you can keep it as a landscape if you wish, right? So landscape is okay too. You can keep it as a landscape, and then you can decide to now say leave it as Microsoft Print to PDF. So you print to PDF, and then once it is as print to PDF, or you can say save as PDF. So if I click on this drop down, I can see the option that says save as PDF, not just print to PDF. So I can select the save as PDF. But if you're using a browser and you don't see the save as PDF, you can as well choose the Microsoft Print to PDF. Is that okay? So I click on save as PDF and I click on save. So the moment I click on save, it's going to tell me I should select where I want it to save. Is that okay? So I can go ahead and select where I want it to save. So I can go to downloads. I want it to save on downloads, and I'll just click save. And the moment you do that, your PDF is saved. You can now upload this as your project. This is your final project. You want to upload this as your project. So I want to believe that with those few points of mine, each and every one of us, you now know how to apply themes to your dashboard. You now know how to apply borders to your dashboard. And the last but not the least, you now know how to what? Export your data, save your data, and also export your data as a PDF. My name still remains Favor Francis, and always remember that right here at Idealnovate, learning is the foundation to innovation. See you in the next lesson.